Hi and welcome to the training video for the Steam Clean Systems gum gulper on the street cart. We can start off with the water. Make sure there's tap water in the canister on this side and make sure there's chemical in the canister on this side. Once you've filled them up, which you can do at a tap, ensure these hoses are put back in through the caps. It's one hose for each side. In the tray at the top here you have a selection of tools and the hose for the machine, and we're going to take the hose out and attach this to the front of the machine. The square part with the red button goes onto the bottom part of the machine on the steam generator, and the top part, the round cap, slots into the top part of the machine where the vacuum is. To release either of these, just simply press the red buttons and that will come out, and the same on the bottom, press the red button and that can come out. Make sure they're secured fastly into place. Before starting the generator, first of all ensure that the on-off power switch down here is in the off position. The steam cleaner comes with a cable attached, like so, which will be inside this top box. And this cable will have a normal plug on the end. There is an adapter included which will adapt the standard plug into a plug that can be used on the generator. This is the 240 volt version, so you'd be plugging this into the blue plug on the machine here. If you have the 110 volt option, then the steam generator will have the yellow 110 volt plug on the end, and you plug that into here. And you select whether you're using 230 volt or 115 volt with this switch here, which simply switches between the two. With the electric plug, it's also possible to plug this in to a normal 3-pin socket to preheat the steamer before running the generator if required. The excess wire can simply be ravelled up and put back into the top box, leaving minimal wires out for machine use. Next, we need to turn on the fuel. The switch for the fuel is just located down here behind the steam unit on the end of the generator. It's this little tap just here. So I'm just going to turn this down into the on position. The key switch to turn the machine on and off is here, and it switches on as if you would in a car. On the other side of the machine you have the choke, this little lever here. When you first start the machine, pull the choke to the right, then turn the key ignition. After 5 or 10 seconds of running, press the choke back in and then the machine will continue to run. For the purpose of the video, we switched off the generator and plugged it into the mains just so you can hear me. The generator normally at this point would still be running, and we can now operate the power switch here on the side into the on position, which will produce the power through this wire down into the steamer unit. The steamer unit can be switched on using these 3 switches here. You've got the main power button and then the 2 heater elements which are wrapped around the outside of the boiler. After about 12 minutes of heating up, this green light here will come on and to show you that the machine is ready and the steam can then come out. Next, we're going to take the steam lance and attach the steam gun into the lance. So it pushes into here like so, and then we move the little catch out the way here, and then that will lock that into position so it stays in place. On the end of the gun here we have a red switch, which is the master switch for the detergent, and a white switch which turns the vacuum on and off. To pump out the detergent when in use, press your thumb against the large switch here, and that will dose chemical down to the the head of the unit. Underneath here is a trigger which releases the steam. So when we press this, the steam comes out at the end of the gun, and when we press the red button, it mixes in the chewing gum removal chemical with the steam. To remove gum from the floor, first you turn on the vacuum. Place the brush over the wad of gum and pull the steam trigger. After 2 seconds, start rubbing the gum with the brush and simultaneously press the large detergent button. When the gum breaks up into a liquid, move the wand forward so the gulper sucks up the slurry. Then move on to the next piece of gum.